Hello everyone, welcome to the T Project's Epoch 12 video guide. In this guide, we'll show you how to get started in the contest as well as how to best earn assets. We're going to follow along here in this Medium post, which will be available in the description. You can follow the link there. You'll notice that there are 1,000 coffee tokens available as prizes for those who finish on the leaderboard. So to get started, there are two ways. One is to use the liquidity pool on Uniswap for those who have Goerli ETH available. I think most people are going to use the second option, which is to use the retweet faucet that's part of the Tfluencer T app. Every user can use this retweet faucet in order to earn 500 testnet T tokens. So to get started with that, we're going to launch the wallet and we're going to pick a node from which to launch the T App Store. And then we'll log in. You'll notice that this account already has some funds in it. But if you didn't have any funds, then you would go over to the T Apps tab and you'd select one of the Tfluencer T apps. Now, this is the main one, but all of these here are actually Tfluencer T apps as well that you can select if they were the influencer that referred you to the T Project Epoch 12 contest. We're just going to select this one, the main one. We'll log in. The actual faucet will be located in the Twitter tab. You'll be able to see the Twitter link that you should visit. And the idea with this is whatever the link is, you'll have to quote retweet it. So you'll click here and then do the quote retweet. And this is my account here, so we can't really retweet here. Then you come back to your retweet faucet and then you just enter the URL of your quote retweet and then confirm to get the tokens. After you do that, you can follow the steps. We don't need to top up, but we do need to register on the leaderboard. So what you would do is you'd come back to the T App Store, you'd open the leaderboard, log in. And then you click register for competition. And you can select a referral if you have one. We've just joined the leaderboard by registering for the competition. And now let's focus on how we can increase our earnings. You see in the guide here that we are competing for the pool of 1,000 coffee vouchers, which are redeemable for mainnet T. Some of the ways that we can accumulate more testnet T in order to earn more coffee vouchers include running a state maintainer node. And what that would look like is if you go back to your T apps, you click on Harbinger Auction. I haven't set a spending limit yet, so I'll have to do that first. And then you can launch the app and come over to seats. You can see that all these seats are actually owned. You see the 3 here are pending. That's because someone actually bought them. And how you can buy them is simply bidding one higher than the estimated price. So here, if I wanted to buy this seat, I noticed that the seat price was 3, so I'll just put 4. And I can confirm and buy it. Notice that it'll take 300 T as a deposit. For each seat that you own, every time someone uses any of the T apps, part of that payment will go to people who own these state maintainer seats. So that's one way to earn testnet T during Epoch 12. We can also purchase investment tokens. So if we go back and look at our investments, see a lot of the T apps all have tokens associated with them, and as well as the camellia. You see that there's some camellia seeds. These are the mining nodes, and every time they're profitable, the token holders will also enjoy dividends. And of course, you can run a TApp, which is the Tfluencer TApp. So again, when we go back to the TApps tab, you see all of these are all Tfluencer TApps created by influencers. And anytime someone uses your Tfluencer TApp, when they use the retweet faucet, you'll get a consume action that goes into your token. So for instance, if we were going to use, let's say, Geralt here, then once someone uses that retweet faucet, all the people who hold Geralt's coin, which is right here, they'll get a dividend. So if you feel like you can attract many new members to the T project, you should get in contact with us and we'll create a TApp for you. The users that you refer should use your Tfluencer TApp, and by holding many tokens, you can enjoy a reward every time one of your followers joins the T project through your TApp. And the last and most rewarding way of earning testnet T tokens is to run a Camellia node. The reason why running a Camellia node is so lucrative is that all of the taxes that are paid by the state maintainers go directly to the Camellia hosts. To run a Camellia node, you'll first need a Camellia seed, which you can get from the seed auction. You'll need a machine ID, which you can get by contacting us. And you'll need to set up a droplet on DigitalOcean, which we'll go over in a second, and that will give you an IP address. We're going to administer our Camellia mining node through the miner portal. In the mining portal, under the Machines tab, you'll see your available machine IDs. Under the Mining tab, you'll see your available Camellia. To get started, I'm going to plant this Camellia. The machine ID will be selectable if you have one available. And the miner IP we have to get from DigitalOcean, which you can create from your dashboard. You'll want to select a geographic location close to you. We want Ubuntu. You can just use a regular, and the 1 GB is fine. Once the droplet's been created, you can copy the IP address. We'll paste it in here. Now let's log in to our virtual server. Now we can copy this command and run it on our droplet. You might get a notice of some outdated libraries. You can just click OK. Okay, now that that's done, we'll go back to our plant process and click Plant. Now this Camellia has been already created before, so it already has an entity associated with it. But if it did not, then right here, you'd have the option to create an entity, which would create the token for it. And your IP address should soon show up among the mining nodes, as you can see right here. Anytime someone clicks this link to use your node to access the TApp store, you'll be compensated as a node runner. If you have any further questions, please ask them in our Telegram group.